over. You're still feeling hazy, I'm lazy, let's stay in until we're sober.
Hey guys, it's David Casatic here, back with another video. We are at Macclesfield right now. We just arrived. We are doing the speed agility as the on my video, how to improve speed and agility with the performance code. This is the same exact video, but this is going to be a part 2 of it, and I think there's going to be another part 3 coming next week. So yeah, stay tuned for part 3. But we are going to learn more about, like, I think I'll be running more, and be running more, and like how to run and keep my running up. So yeah, we are at Macclesfield. We just arrived at the leisure centre, and we need to go over there somewhere. There's a gate. So yeah, we'll see you when we are at the track circuit. So yeah, athletic circuit. So yeah, let's go. Woo!
How do you feel? Normal people listen?
Yeah. Oh, really good. Yeah. I'm good. Just try to run from there.
Okay.
All the way there.
I just want you to have your arms nice and relaxed, and as you step, you're just going to work front to back. Okay? So we go from here, that first white line. That's it. Keep the toes up. Try and plant the foot a little bit less toe, so more middle of the foot, especially that right foot. I know you're left-footed, so your right foot just maybe listen to you. Better. Last couple of steps is okay. Right on the way back. Really pull those toes up on that right foot. The idea with this is all about getting tall. Yeah.
Okay.
So the whole time it's teaching whether you're a footballer, rugby player, track and field athlete, where to strike the ground, okay, to go in that direction or whatever direction, okay. It's really important because if you flexed, you're essentially going backwards, okay, you're naturally going to decelerate. So the idea with this is just to teach you how to keep stay upright so that your body doesn't flex, because if your body flexes and then you push, you end up going upwards, which is what we don't want. What we actually want to do is push forwards, okay. So actually being in this position, being here the whole time, what we're trying to do is pushing us in a positive direction. Okay? So try and get that ball a little bit higher above the head. That's better. See how hard that is?
Yeah.
Don't forget to breathe. Try and keep that standing leg as straight as possible to bring the knee up. Do it again. So what we're noticing there is, okay, when you're here, as you bring that leg up, you could be doing this, okay? So don't worry about the height of the leg, okay? The height of the leg's not important, okay? Just bring it up, keep this leg nice and strong, okay? Nice and straight. And then step, and then step. And pause on each step just so you can, make sure that you're nice and right. Sometimes what you'll see is if someone's, say, tight in the calf muscles or the hamstrings, so that kind of posterior chain, as they go into this kind of stance, they'll sometimes flex or they'll sometimes come from the toes. So that's just a natural kind of get out pause. Pop, okay, pop, pop, okay. It's a little bit skippy, okay? So you're doing a little bit on the toes. Remember what we're trying to do is if this is the foot, We don't want to be too much like this because the foot will just drop. Okay. We don't want to hit with the heel because that's going to hurt the Achilles and the knee. So we want to hit the widest part of the foot, which is the midfoot. Okay. So we want to strike. And we want to cause that bounce. Okay. Yeah. Take time. Now try and stay upright. Keep the chest up. Side a little bit. Think about it if you're chasing for a ball, okay? The more side to side you do, okay, the less you're going forwards, the harder you've got to work to then beat your opponent. Okay, so as a striker, yeah, you've got, if someone plays you through, the last thing you want to be having to do is try and stabilise yourself too much because someone could either knock you over, muscle you off the ball, or something like that. But when we said get your chest up and look up, you actually kind of refined it a little bit and got into a bit of a rhythm. Okay, you know what I'm going to do now though, don't you? Have that above your head, same thing. Okay? Yeah. Once we start to get somewhere, we've got to make it a little bit harder. Okay? This might be too hard, so I might be nice and make it easier, but we'll see. Trust you. So start here. So just start with one leg up and just pop, 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 pop. Okay? Not bad, not bad. Try and keep that pole above the head, nice and tall. So getting a little bit of rotation, yeah. So I want you to focus on looking straight ahead, yeah. Keep that pole above there. So if you start to see the pole in front of you, okay, that means you're starting to flex a little bit. You're starting to do this. You're starting to rotate, yeah. So stay nice and tall. Keep it nice. It's a little harder, isn't it? Yeah. The main thing that I'm seeing is, as we're doing this skip, rather than it be a positive kind of extension, okay, it's just a little bit of a flex, trying to get onto the next step, okay? So don't be afraid to kind of hang and actually just give yourself that time, okay? One more of these. This right hand does everything that you want it to do. The left hand starts to go off to the side a little bit as well. Okay, so again, try and keep them both just naturally here. So your upper body has to be able to rotate, look around, all that kind of stuff, and pay attention to where the ball is. Your legs have to be able to independently go, right, I need to run fast now, or it might be that I need to slow down, I need to change. So the two have to work together, but they also have to rely on each other to be independent as well. Okay. Okay, I'll step back. Let's go back to with the arms. We're going to do these skips to really work the hamstrings a little bit. Yeah. So we start in this position. We just add in that front kick. And one bit of advice with this one is, as you switch your arms quickly. Yeah. Because that might help you bring the other leg through as well. The one other thing I'm noticing is you get in the rhythm, but the other leg's kind of just slowly coming through, kind of dragging it through rather than actually switching it. Look up. Not bad, not bad. This one gets everybody. Everybody I've ever worked with always messes this up, so don't worry about it. Remember, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Arms. There we go. Excellent. So you got it in the end. Sometimes slowing it down is fine. Okay? Yeah? Now, can you do a full complete one? Yeah? Take take your time again. Remember you did it before, you went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then spit it up. There we go. Now get the toes up. So when I said toes up, you kind of went toes down. Yeah? So when I say get the toes up, point them upwards. Yeah? Point them in the direction you're going to go. That, what it does, if you imagine like a string on an archer's bow, yeah? So you tension it enough so that as you pull it, it fires the arrow. Okay. Yeah? So the same way that if you stretch the Achilles a little bit or preload it, then as you hit the floor, it pushes forward. Okay? One more time. Not bad. Okay, right, so literally, the floor's really hot, you've got to go really, really fast. Okay, otherwise you're going to sink into some lava. Okay, but you got to stay nice and tall as well. Yeah. Alright? You got your dad's pizza. Yeah, you don't want to burn his pizza. Okay? That's it. Remember to breathe, get faster, faster, faster. Loads of stuff that we can give them actually to do to help stabilise this as well. The trunk's really important in terms of transferring force. So as you go to say run, change direction, anything, if the trunk for whatever reason leaks energy, then you start to move the wrong way. Excuse me. So the thing is that if you for whatever reason want to sprint in a straight line, but all of a sudden you start to shift to say this way, or even if say for instance you want to slow down and change direction, if you then start to counter rotate and over rotate one way, what it can do is affect the hip or the knee. Okay, or the lower spine, the lower back. So again, this stuff is it's kind of like an assessment for me, but it's also a good way of getting you drilling and practicing. Okay. But don't go chopping a broomstick in half at home or anything like that. Okay, ask your mum and dad if you can get something roughly about that big that you can practice with. Okay. Even if you've got a belt or something that you can just hold. Okay, and then you hold it above your head. Okay. All right. So I'll take that for a minute. We're going to do scissors now. Do you remember scissors? Okay, and then we'll move into some running. Okay, now chest up, look up. Start to get a little bit quicker. Okay, speed's good. What I want you to do is open out that movement a little bit. So try and cross, step, cross, step, cross, step, cross. So you start to cover ground. Yeah? Because as the speed went up, the size of the step decreased. Okay. That's better. Not bad, not bad. Okay. So if you practice these on a regular basis, right, that's where we can start making these harder, okay, start expanding them a little bit, okay, you can add more things in, okay, and I just said make things harder, but the idea is that everything has to get harder, because the human body's really lazy, it doesn't actually like working hard, okay, and if you make it work hard enough, as in you do training, then what it does as a response is it gets stronger and fitter, because then it doesn't have to work as hard, okay. The thing about it is that it's like a protective mechanism. So in the brain and the way the system works, if you do too much, then obviously you can get ill, and then, or very, very worst case, you can die. So the body protects itself by, if you do loads of press ups, for instance, then what it'll do, it'll make the muscles around the chest and the shoulders and the arms stronger, so that it doesn't have to work as hard. So it makes it more efficient. Okay. So like with Man United, they didn't have a very good attacking style of play, so they bought Bruno Fernandes in. They adapted, okay, and now they can actually work better. Yeah, so it's the same thing with that. The body does that. If you need bigger muscles, the body builds bigger muscles. If you need stronger heart and lungs, the body will do that, and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, so we have to make things a little bit harder all the time. Okay, part of the fun. Okay. Right, is you start by kicking out at the hips. Legs straight, okay, yeah, right, and then you end up moving down the track. Okay, so all you're going to do is literally here, and then you start to move forwards, and then you make it bigger, arms. Not bad. Okay, walk it back to the line. That's it, now work the arms. Get nice and long, a little bit quicker. And then run it out. Not bad. Okay, remember the length. And let's make it a little bit quicker, okay? And I want you to stay nice and tall, so don't just drop into your normal running, okay? Just literally run it out. You don't have to go fast.
Okay.
Just keep the speed that you're getting at, okay? Arms. Sit a little bit longer, a little bit faster. Keep going. Now run. That's a really good back view, so if you can send me the video later, because what you can see there is he closes down, very tense, and he sits at the hip, so everything comes from here. So rather than run and actually open out and actually be quite dynamic, he kind of just folds through. Okay, so and there's a lot of kind of over rotation in several areas as well, so there's lots of opportunity for us to kind of expand on this and make it a bit more aggressive. You okay? Do you want to get a drink?
Yeah, I'll just have a sip.
Yeah, there is that. I did like that, to be fair. The fact Liverpool turned up, got a guard of honour, and then scored 4 against them. So, yeah, I did enjoy that. That was good. Right, I'm going to do some plyometrics now, okay? Or plyometrics and jumping, okay? Horizontal force, okay? So you've got vertical, which is up, horizontal, which is that way, yeah? Horizontal force for running speed is really important, okay? So the more you can push, okay, the better, right? So we're going to have a play around with a few things. We're going to do some wall drives, we're going to do some long jumps, and then we're going to do some bounds, okay? First one we're going to do is do some long jumps now. So you're going to stand on this line. All you're going to do, okay, is you're literally just going to squat down, okay, and then jump as far as you can, and then land in a soft squat, okay?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. How much percentage did you put into that? What do you reckon? Out of 100? 50? Right, okay. So I want you to really push yourself to get to like 80-90%. Yeah? Okay? Now you're a nice lad, but I want you to be aggressive. Yeah? I want you to get as far as possible. Okay? And this bit, it needs to be quite fast. Okay? Think explosive. Right. See how much further you went?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So with this, have you ever seen Superman films?
No.
No? Never seen Superman films?
No, I don't watch them.
What kind of films are you watching?
Just.
Or are you just obsessed with football?
It's just sometimes funny. That's
Funny
football.
films? Okay, okay. What I want you to do, imagine like you literally are kind of a cartoon character or something, okay? And you're trying to jump literally to the end of the track over there. Yeah? Okay? Yeah, that's your target.
Yeah.
Right? You have to jump as far as possible. Okay?
Yeah.
Right? Step right. Yeah. Back to again. And just the line to as well. Okay? So the idea is this, is if you can what we call project forwards, yeah, it gives you a head start over someone else. So if me and you were playing football and I'm the defender, okay, you're on the off, you're kind of trying to sneakily get that offside, someone plays you through. If my first step in acceleration is pretty crap and it's say here, okay, but you're quite explosive and you're here, already you're ahead of me. Yeah? Okay? So if you can learn to push, okay, that will then help when we talk about this, because for a footballer really, especially a striker, you probably need no more than 20-30 metre speed, yeah? Okay? Unless you're going to end up playing out wide, like say Rashford does for United or Sterling does, you know, that kind of wide forward, then you need a bit more. But usually to beat a defender, you need 5-10 metre speed and then maximum 20-30 metre speed, okay? So if we can teach you to push better, okay, and make you more aggressive off the push, that will give it a go, okay? And the reason we do this is, so with some of the rugby players I work with, one of them last night, when we test them normally, he was coming out at the slowest over what we call a flying 30. So we kind of give them a bit of a run, and did you see some of the videos? Yeah. So and then we time them. Last night though, we made it a bit competitive, and I said to them, put the hammer down, so like really be aggressive over the first 3 or 4 steps. And he won most of the races last night, okay? Even though some of the guys timed quicker than him. There was one guy that didn't do it who, because he's got a bit of shin splints from rugby training, so, and he is the fastest, but the others were beating him anyway. But on the day, because he was a bit more aggressive, okay, his body kind of revved up a little bit more and he went a little bit faster, okay? So your jumping about him is pretty good, okay? So in that sort of like, to stick that landing as well, yeah, okay? Explode, okay? Literally, see all that track behind you, okay? Push it back there somewhere, okay? Rip it off the ground and push it away. Bad, okay? I like breathing as well, yeah, okay? Yeah, the emphasis of breath is really important. It stiffens everything up, okay? Right, it allows you to travel. So I like that. Do it one more time. Like that, okay? Yeah? Right, and that exhale at the end, that shows me that you put a little bit more into it.
Yeah.
Okay? So when we do this stuff, right, aggression's really important. So, you know, when they talk about aggression, they're not necessarily meaning, you know, a football player or a rugby player going around beating everybody up on the pitch. What they mean is that they're aggressive in what they're doing. Okay, they're being aggressive, going towards what they want to do. Yeah. Okay. So whenever I did play up front, because I didn't, but I did. Whenever I did, if I had a chance to score, I always put my foot through it. Because my attitude was that the goalkeeper will have to break his hand to stop it. Okay. So in other words, it has more chance of going in if it's on target. So again, aggression's all about your intent. And there's loads of research to show that if the brain tells the muscles to do as much as possible, the muscles respond, because they basically expect the brain to tell it. So if you believe that you can jump to the end of the track down there, you might, if you did, I'd be a little bit freaked out, okay? And I'd probably sign you up for sort of a superhero movie or something. But it would get you an extra 3 or 4 inches out of this, yeah? And then when we train that, because you train at a high level, all of a sudden your body gets used to training at a high level. Yeah, and that's where we get better and better and better and stronger and faster and stuff like that. Okay? Or even in front of your house, you don't need much, do you? You can practice this probably 3 times a week. Okay? Next one though, right, I'm going to do something called the wall drive or the wall sprint. And this is again thinking about those, you know those A skip and B skip positions I was talking about? So I think we did this the other day when it was all really wet. So you're going to hold on here, and your feet need to be kind of past this white line, okay? So you kind of need to be leaning in at this kind of 45-degree angle, roughly. And all we're going to do from there is just hold that A-skip position, yeah? So that heel to hamstring, toes up, and then when I say go, you're just going to switch that fast, okay? So it needs to be, if it's too slow, yeah? So if we have to push fast, the next step's got to be fast, okay? And the next step, and the next step, and the next step, okay? Now think about that standing leg, that back leg, yeah? So see where you are now? There we go. Make sure that knee's a little bit straighter. It's hard, isn't it? Yeah. Okay? Relax for a second. Reset. Don't be afraid to reset yourself with this. So if you end up just travelling upright a little bit, that's just the body's natural thing to do. So always reset yourself, okay? 1, 1, 1, okay? If you need a little rest, move the arms, do it again, okay? Don't worry, it's okay. If you get it wrong, it just means that you've not learned to get it right yet, that's it. So A skip position first of all, that's it. Now drive. And again. And again. Okay, can you do 2 switches this time?
Wait, in 1.
Yeah. Not bad. Okay, try and hit the same position, yeah? Takes a little bit of practice, so it's fine. It's hard, isn't it? Try not to look at your feet, trust your feet. That's it, drop the hips, keep the chest up. So one thing I'm noticing, David, is as we do it, okay, you start here, which is pretty good, yeah? And then as we go, what you end up doing is you just end up doing this a little bit. And that puts a lot of pressure on the hands. Whereas if you're here, it's still hard on the hands, but the idea is that you're using the shoulders to stabilise, okay? And you're keeping nice and long through here, okay? Instead, what's happening is you just drop the chest a little bit, and then that drops the knee. And then what happens is as you strike, you end up hitting it earlier, and you come upright like that. So it's just changing that position a little bit. Again. That was good. Set yourself. Yeah, good. Let's go. And again. Reset. Get the feet behind the line. So get nice and long. Get your bum down. Bum down a little bit more. That's bum up. Bum down. Okay, bring your feet. Keep your feet where they are next time. Okay. So keep your feet here. Okay. If I say bum down, I mean bum down. Yeah. All right. So keep that position. Keep your elbows straight. Keep your shoulders strong. Keep your bum down. All you're doing is swapping leg position. Alright? Okay? Do a couple more of these. Not bad. Not bad. Start with the left leg up this time. Right leg up. Okay, reset. Bum down. One more with the left leg up. Keep behind the line. There we go, bum down. Now go. Not bad, not bad. It takes a bit of work. Okay? It's quite hard though. But the idea is that again we're trying to get that rapid switch. Yeah. But it's also about the strength of your body. Can it actually stay in the position that you want to go? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Because again, if you think about it, if you're chasing the ball and you push, but actually you go back, you drop through the chest, you're easier to muscle off the ball, you're easier to stop, so to speak. So again, it's all about that physical development. Mm-hmm. Okay? Do you do press-ups and things at home? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay. Right, so you get your dad to video the press-ups, they can have a look at the technique and make sure it's right and everything. Okay? Because sometimes people cheat and they do various different things and you have the bum in the air and or the bum drops and stuff like that, so we want to make sure the body's nice and strong. Okay? So we've done a little bit of jumping, okay? Doing a little bit of wall drives, and that's better than it was last week. So there's things to practice. Okay? What we're going to do now though, okay, is we're going to work between here, okay, and the first white line. And the idea is again we're going to try and work on the bounciness of the Achilles tendon. Okay. So all we're going to do, keep the knees soft but fairly straight, yeah, and all we're going to do is if you're on a pogo stick, right, is just bounce. Okay? And you're going to bounce all the way down the line. Okay? Like a kangaroo. Can work the arms a little bit. Okay, so keep the toes up, yeah? So you don't want to be landing on your toes too much because you end up kind of going like this, okay? Rather than what you want to do, which is, okay? Try and stay tall. Okay. On the first one, you can squat and push into it a little bit. So take your time. So on the last couple, you were very up on your toes. Okay. All right, and that's quite hard work on the toe joints, but it's also quite hard work on the calf. So land here, okay, because that will actually cause you to bounce. One more. Get in it, good. Okay, walk it back. That's good. Right knee, left shoulder, head, and then back down. And then you practice. Be because the nervous system and the body starts to get a little bit smarter and understand what you're asking of it, that's where you can then do it over and over and over and over again. Okay. So again, with this, it's just practicing. That last one was really good. Okay. First one though, we were kind of all over the place, weren't we?
Yeah.
Thinking, what is my thing to do? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the pogos.
5 to 8 years.
Okay. It's crazy, that, isn't it? Yeah. When you think that people like Ryan Giggs played from when he was like 17 till 40. Yeah. So, but that's the thing about it. Like, you look at, again, I've mentioned Ryan Giggs. You look at Paolo Maldini. Okay. You look at, again, Cristiano Ronaldo, and there are others. Most often than not, those people are the ones that really focus on looking after their body.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at basketball, so people like LeBron James, okay, Michael Jordan, right, and then if you look at, like, say, the NFL with Tom Brady, all these people focused on looking after themselves. Yeah. Same with Roger Federer in tennis and Serena Williams. Yeah. All these people, they put their body, okay, at the forefront of what they did. And if their body's not right, they ask why. They look at their nutrition, their recovery, okay, their strengths and weaknesses. They ask questions and then they say, right, what can we do about it? Okay. Yeah. Right. So you don't have to master it all now. You're only young. Yeah. But they're the lessons that I'm going to talk about on a regular basis as well for you.
Okay.
Right. Let's get some running now. Get some is between here, it's the white line and the yellow ticks. Okay. I want you to be as fast as possible. I want you to accelerate as much as you can. Yeah.
Okay.
So be as aggressive as you can. You know, like when we did the long jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So all I want you to focus on is pushing as hard into the ground as possible and switch the legs as fast as possible. That's all I'm going to worry about right now. Okay. You can set yourself off, so I'm not going to give you settings. Okay. Otherwise it'll fall off somewhere. Okay, yeah. Because actually it was pretty good the first 2 steps, you were really aggressive. Yeah. But the thing is that as you did it, you kind of went like that. I'm over exaggerating, but that's how it kind of looked, the shape of it. Right? So really, really push that way. Yeah. So if you're, whether you're going to go off your right or your left, really, really push as long as possible. Okay. Don't worry about staying low. Some track coaches talk about stay low. Okay. And some people talk about this concept of what we call chase the shoulders. It's to try and get that 45-degree angle that we were practicing earlier with the wall drives. That's okay, but again, you've got to be able to push in that direction. So I want you to push, okay? I want you to relax your arms a little bit, okay? So as you do it, you're literally going to go from here and okay. So try and really exaggerate the arms as you do it, okay? All right? Keep the head a little bit lower. Yeah. Push was good. Nice. Okay. So have a little rest. Take a sip of your drink. Okay. We'll do a few more of those.
Got the likes of, you know, there are other players out there that have done sprint-based training in the past. You know, I know Middlesbrough have had Richard Kilty, one of Andy's kind of rivals, go and do coaching, and then you've got, you know, some other sprint coaches that have worked at like the likes of Derby County, and you know, and again, some of the coaches at Man United have done some of the stuff from the United States, from Altis and Exos, in terms of qualifications to understand how, you know, sprint training and sprint mechanics and, you know, speed and power based training for sprinting then helps Premier League footballers as well. And when you think that something like 40% of all goals scored are usually preceded by some kind of sprint, then that's again quite an interesting stat to think about. That, you know, if there's 100 goals in the Premier League, say, scored, you know, or even say at Man United, for instance, they've scored 100 goals in all competitions this season. That means around 30 to 40 of their goals have been scored by someone doing a sprint at some point before the goal. That's incredible statistic.
So there's a relevance to it. That's why we kind of do this stuff.
Yeah.
And the other thing is about it is as well, one of the arguments I have when football coaches say, well, they're not sprinters, is you're not training them to be a sprinter. What you're training them to do is to have those sprint-based qualities. So then you can then talk about attacking space. You know, when to time a run. You know, when to, you know, say receive a cross or slow down to then jump up for a header. And they're things that link with football coaching, because
if say, you know, one of the examples is, you know, if someone's got repeated hamstring injuries, it might be that the hamstrings just aren't capable of doing repeated sprints. So this is as much a conditioning based activity as it is a technical element for sprinting. So for me, it's a bit of a win-win for anybody that I work with as well. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to this. Yeah. Okay. I want a really big first step. Okay. So I want you to really push into the ground. Okay. And actually try and get as far possible, as far as you can in front as possible. All right. Okay. So you were that quick. I missed the first step. Okay. So what we'll try to do, yeah, is turn the feet over. The only thing I'm going to critique now, when you get up and you're running, it's just a little bit out the back. So I want you to get your knees forward. So every time we do that, you know, that A skip, that switch that we do, yeah, we spend less time with the leg out here at the back, and it's more in front. Okay. See on the video. So that's where you see a lot of this. So you see a lot of the sole. So rather than the leg through, and if you hear, it's a low, what we call a low ground recovery. Instead, we're just getting a little bit of overuse of that whipping in the back. That's natural though, and it happens a lot with footballers. It happens a lot with people that don't practice this stuff. Feel okay? Yeah. So your first step's coming out roughly about here. Yeah. Okay. So with 2 steps, what we're trying to do is get you to cover as you grow, as you get a bit taller. Okay. Get you to cover probably about this much. Yeah. Okay. Right. And then as you go, because you're pushing into the ground. Okay. All right. You're trying to rip this track away. Yeah. That's the idea. Okay. Feel alright? How'd you bruise your shin? How'd you get the bruise on your shin?
That?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I think I like it.
Yeah. Okay. What I want you to do now though, okay, when you get past this first white line, okay, I want you to focus on working your arms front to back a little bit more, okay, and get your knees up. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if we can, by asking you to get your knees up, let's see if it might actually cause you to drop that, because you'll have to get your knees up. Yeah. Yeah. Go a little bit further. See where the second white line is. Yeah. So you got the first one here, the second one. So keep this. This is fine. Do this again. Yeah. But now add in. Okay. A bit bigger with the arms. Yeah. Doing a little bit of this. Okay. So a bit bigger with the arms. And then whip the knees through. Yeah. So it's got to be fast high knee. And then call it there, just so we don't get too tired, because it's all about quality with this. We've done a lot today, we've covered a lot, so fatigue will start to set in. So I want to make sure that we don't overwork them too much. Like say 23, 24 games a season, and they were breaking through to the first team, and Tony Strudwick was saying, well, you know, they were expecting them to play 60, 65 games a season, and then they were breaking down, or they just weren't performing because they were just knackered. So, you know, they tried to change things there. So sometimes it's really difficult with, you know, working with a youth player, balancing that workload so that they don't get too many growth-based injuries, because you can get things like Osgood-Schlatter's, which is a knee-based issue, which affects boys quite a lot. So you need to keep on top of your flexibility. Okay. But then, and in certain other overuse injuries as well, either to tendons or to bones. So, you know, like Rashford's back injury. Yeah. So part of that, if it happens in younger players, is because the bones in the back are still growing. And if you think they do, however many, you know, millions of crosses and kicks, however many rotations, it's probably just overused that area, and that's where the bone starts to break down. So it's a really fine line between hard work but recovery as well.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure obviously your nutrition's good and your recovery's good. So that's why with someone like yourself, I don't mind an afternoon nap as well. Sleep's really important. That's where growth hormone, okay, and other hormones that are associated with muscle, bone growth and things like that are actually really important.
you know, and that's right the way through to elite athletes that are 25, 26, 27 as well. Okay, right. Did I say 2 more? But obviously, if you drill too much, then it starts to affect your training. So what we can do, we can look at the balance of that. Okay, and try and balance that out a little bit. Okay. Right, you got 2 more to do. All right, fast switch. Relax the arms. That's all I'm going to tell you. Push, be aggressive, fast switch, relax the arms. Right at the back. Yeah. Don't bring your dead over. Well done, dude.
I feel he's improving.
He's getting there. I mean, it's only his 2nd session.
But
These things take time.
The kind of determination in this run, I think it wasn't there before. In his run.
Intent's huge. You know this from powerlifting yourself. If you don't go in and try and we talk about neural drive and, you know, kind of that mind muscle connection, and it's the same with this. If you don't have the intent of getting there, and going back to the rugby player working with yesterday, if you do a time trial, some people just can't mentally get into it. Whereas, you know, yesterday Paul, he was very aggressive and he won 3 or 4 races over 20-30 meters. This is a guy that weighs 20 stone, you know, and he was beating guys that were a lot smaller than him. And that's literally his nervous system and his brain and his mind are saying, I want 100% effort, and no one can ever get that. But then the muscles in the body might give him 90%.
Yeah, 90.
Rather than 70% when he was doing the time trials. So this is what we're trying to get out of him. Right, do you know where the flash is? Yeah? We need to run like the flash. Right? Yeah, where there's like sparks flying off you and everything. Okay? Go. Sticks his head up. There's a few kind of postural things we need to work on. And if you notice, he ran across the lane that way. So again, you're running for the ball. You want to run as straight as possible to get to the ball. But I'm really happy with the first phase. First phase accelerated, really good. Dude, that's wicked. Okay. So that's today. That's session done. Okay. Just don't want to tire you out too much. Alright. So we've done a lot today. Probably a lot more than what I'd like to do in future sessions, but for now, what I'm trying to do is teach you some of the drills, some of the mechanics, because then in the longer term, actually what will happen is I'll go, right, let's do your drill series, and I probably won't say much, or I might just shout across and go chest up, arm up or something. So the emphasis goes from me teaching you a lot of it to you understanding how to do it, and I just occasionally have to remind you. Okay? And then some of the sessions, it'll literally be like, say, you might have 5 sprints, but you'll have 3 minutes rest in between each sprint, and we'll talk about, and you can have a think about what you need to do and how you did it, and then we can go from there. Okay? Alright? All good? Well done today, really good. It's good.
You're still feeling hazy, I'm lazy, let's stay in until we're sober. Don't build that Uber.